Do you want to learn what we can make with all these pieces? Stay tuned to find out. Hi crafty people, this is Ellen with EGI Designs. Today I'm coming at you with a box card. I'm not sure if you've ever seen how to put one of these together, so I thought that I would go through that with you. Simon Says Stamp has a whole series of box card inserts so that you can change them out to whatever the occasion is that you are celebrating. So this is how I store my standalone dies. So in here they have a heart insert, and then they also have a snowflake, they have like a spooky tree or a winter tree, and they have a haunted house, and then they also have clouds, and then they have different levels of panels that you could put in to make it look like a scene inside your box card. And I'll show you the ones that I pulled out. So this is the box card base, and you need to cut out 2 of these. And then you have 2 different size panels or windows. So when you cut it, you can cut the front. Only one of these needs to have a window in the front so that you can see through to your box card design. Then they have a smaller one, and either of these you can cut a panel to go on the back of your box card, so that's where you can write your message. And then this particular one, I cut the stars. This one is a cool one that you can put kind of as your first layer of the box card so that it kind of frames it out. And then this one is the balloons. And I'm making a first birthday card for my niece. So, let's see, I'll just show you what I cut these from. This one is from Lisa Horton Crafts. Sorry, I was just trying to grab my paper. And this one is from the Glitter Euphoria Jewel Tones Volume 1 paper. And then this and this are from this super cute ModaScrap Hello Sweet Girl panel of all different kinds of papers. I just love the colors in this. And then the pink is from Tonic, and it's called Pink Frosting Glitter paper. And then I cut a panel to go on the back to be just like a layering mat. And so I can either use this one or this one to write my message on the back. And then this paper, I don't know if you can see it, it's like a pearlescent type paper. This is actually from Spellbinders, and it's called Brushed White Cardstock. And I like it. It's a really good weight. And when you're making a box card, you need something that's pretty sturdy. Let me just get out my, I have my tape stacker, because we need to put some tape on this, but the first thing we need to do is we actually need to burnish all of our score lines. So when this cuts out, it gives you a score line, so you just need to fold everything on the score lines and make sure it's nice and straight, because you want it to turn into a box, and if it's not straight, it'll kind of be a little lopsided. So now we have one half of our box, and it kind of looks like an L. And then this one is the one that I cut the window out of. I can show you. So I cut this out, and when I ran it through, I put this there, so it would be a window into the box. And you do have to be kind of careful of this one because it's a little floppy from having the window cut out. So just be careful with that. Okay, so now you have the two, and we will end up taping these together, so it's a box, and then it will fold flat for mailing, which is awesome. So we have these pieces, and then these are a little tougher because it's hard to see on the glitter paper where the score line is, but okay, so then we have this frame. And, ugh, this one's hard to see, this glitter paper. That looks so pretty. And then one left. This one will be easier. So the idea is inside the box, you'll kind of look through it like a tunnel, and it gives a really cool effect. So first thing we need to do is figure out how this is going. So like this. So I want to put this in the back, so there's something in the back. And I think I'll hook this side in first before I do that, just in case I have to overlap. So you could probably, I think I'm gonna use my red line tape. This one's an 1/8. I just really want it to be sturdy in there. Red line tape is super duper duper sticky. So basically what you want to do is line up these edges together. I can even, I'm gonna pull out my score buddy here. Okay, now we have that. And so this I'm going to put here. And that I can just use regular tape runner for. And you don't have to put anything in the back. I just wanted to, you know, kind of spruce it up. So when you're looking through all the way to the back, that there's something back there. Right, so just the decorative piece on the back. Okay. So then we need to start figuring these pieces out because you're going to actually shut it all at the same time. This one I'm just trying to figure out if I want to kind of more have it right up against or a little bit back. I think probably a little back. Alright, so with this also, and these, you need to put the tape on there as well. And you will put it on the front. And just on the flap. And the red line tape will also help with this glitter paper because it's hard for glitter paper to stick. Okay, and now the fun begins. Basically, you want to space these out on here. How you want each one to be a little bit apart from each other so you can get like kind of like a tunnel effect. So Let me show you. So you take off the one side, and this one I want to be out a little bit, and you line it up. And then you can just fold this over. And then kind of fold it back on itself and reinforce that score line. So now we have our first layer, and so that's about this far out. So then same thing with the next one. You just want to line it up. And actually, sorry, it gets a little tougher when they are, once you've done the first one, because you have to actually almost kind of shut it a little bit. And again, fold it back. So now we have two. And then this particular one I want to be kind of near the front. And you can play around, you can put them wherever you want, really. Whatever your design is. This one, I'm just going to go this way with it. Alright, so then one thing you can do if you're trying to get all these straight is you can kind of tape it . Like that. Once everything is lined up, to hold it for you. And you're going to want to take off all of these red line tape liners. Okay, so just make sure these are all lined up. And then you fold this over. And then you fold this over. And you kind of want to reach inside and make sure you bend that side back too, so that it's good to go. So we have all this. So I think this looks pretty awesome, right? I just love the way that that looks. So you have the frame, and then you have the balloons, and then you have the stars, and then you have the hearts way in the back. And the cool thing is that this completely folds flat for mailing. And what you want to do is kind of work it back and forth a little bit, just to help those score lines be able to move a little bit better. So on the back, I have this to kind of be a mat. And then I had cut one of each. This one came from when I cut the window out the front. This one came from the other little die on there, the rectangle one. So I'll figure out which one I want to do. And then I'll write my message and stick that on. The cool thing too is that when it cut out the stars, there's a lot of extra stars that I have. So what I'm gonna do is I think I'll add them to the sides, and I might actually add one here on the edge. And so if you're going to do that, you just want to make sure you only put glue where it's going to touch. And because it's the shiny paper, it might take a minute to stick on there. Let's put a block. I wonder if I could get this little one this way. Get my big block. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry and then I will be back to make the envelope. Just a couple of finishing touches before I send this off to my niece. I let this dry, and so this is what our box card looks like. And I just love all the sparkle in there. And then on the side I had put the stars, and she's going to be 1. So I put the 1 there. And I will write the message and put that on the back. And I have an extra panel that I had cut for that, and so I'll do that. And then I put the extra stars on this side. So a couple things I wanted to do. When I put this in the envelope, because this does flatten and it's a regular A2 size, I cut this piece and I'm going to put that over the front before I put it in the envelope. Just to make sure that all these little pieces don't get caught on the envelope when I'm trying to put it in there. So that will keep the card safe. And then I need to make an envelope for the card. And I love this paper. And this is from the same pack. And that is an old Recollections pad called Happy Cake Day. And it's so cute. It's got a lot of like kids' birthday type paper on there. So I'm going to make the envelope for that. And then another thing that I thought I would do, I have this stencil from A Colorful Life design, and it's called Starred Happy Birthday. And I thought I would decorate the box that I'm shipping her gifts in. I thought that would be cute. Just something fun to do. So let me get started on that. I don't know how well this is going to go on the camera because this box is pretty big, but let me move this up. It's going to be really close. So I'm sorry about that. Alright, let's see. I think we'll do some dark pinks and some dark purples. Let me just grab my brushes over here. Okay. So I'm using the Concord and Ninth Wild Berry first. I need to leave a space to put her address information. See? How fun is that? Very, very, very fun. Then add a little surprise on there. And you can just, you don't have to do the whole thing. Oop. Just a little bit of it, so then you get a cool design on the Ooh, sorry. Like, my desk is really not big enough for this with my camera. Okay, so let's see. And go on the other side. Just gonna wipe this since I'm switching color. And this one I'm gonna use grape soda. This would probably be easier to do if the box was shut and ready to go, because there's nothing in it right now, so it's a little unsteady. And that one had shifted a bit. But that is okay. Okay. Let me see if I can zoom out a little bit. Not enough, but so just a little bit of decorative on here, and then I'll put her address there. So that will be a fun little surprise. Alright, get that out of the way. Okay. And the easiest way to clean stencils is spray it with alcohol and then just rub it off with a microfiber cloth, and even the red gets off of there, so it's a great little trick. Okay, get these brushes out of the way. Alright, so now we need to make the envelope. This is going to be a regular A2 envelope, and I'm going to use my 123 punch board for that. So this needs to be, I have a calculator that I used online for the punch board, but you need it to be 8 and an 1/8 by 8 and an 1/8. But I've done it just a few times, so I have those measurements memorized for this. This is just my Spellbinders trimmer again. And let's see. Alright, so this is the 123 punch board. I actually have a playlist now of all of the different size envelopes that I've made, as well as some reviews of other punch boards, things like that. So you can go check that out. I'll put a link to it up on the top. So the first measurement is 3 5/8, and you punch it and then do the score line. And the second one is at 4 1/2, and then we're back to 3 5/8, and then back to 4.5. Like I said, I only know that because I've done this, the A2 size, probably a million times, making an envelope for that. So, but this side has a corner rounder. Okay, so we're done with that. And you just want to fold in the sides. And then we need to tape this up. Bring out my stacker. It has all my tapes on there. For the bottom, I like to use the 3/8, and for the top, I use a 1/4. And I like to do this, I tuck in the bottom flap because then you can see here where the line would go down, so you know that you need to keep your tape in between from here to here so that it won't stick on your card or the inside of the envelope or any of that kind of stuff. And I'm sending this card in a package, so I wasn't too concerned about the weight of the paper for the envelope. But if I was going to send this in the mail, I would really want to make sure that I use a strong, sturdy paper for this particular card, just because there's so much going on with it that I would want to make sure that it was protected. Okay, so we have that all set. And then so this is the 1/4 inch tape. Okay, so we have that all set. So when I'm putting the card together, if this was already all written and everything, what I would do is flatten this down and put this on top. And this does perfectly fit, and then I'd seal it and put it in my package. So there you have it. So today we made a beautiful, fun box card. Hopefully I made that a little bit easier for you to understand how to put this together. We made an envelope. We stenciled on the box to make it extra fun. So we got a lot done today. I will put I will link to everything in the description box. I do have affiliate links, which means if you click on them and end up making a purchase, I might make a small commission from that, and that really helps out me and my channel. And I greatly appreciate you shopping through my links. So yeah, like, subscribe, and all that jazz. And then until next time, take care.